In this video, we'll cover the following. What is a p-prime chart? What does p-prime chart data look like? A p-prime chart versus a p-chart, and 2 ways to create a p-prime chart using QI macros. P-prime charts can help determine stability when counting the fraction defective. P-prime chart data is attribute data consisting of a count of defects with a varying sample size. P-prime charts are ideal if your sample size varies greatly. P-prime charts have wider control limits and varying or skyline upper and lower control limits. Do your control limits on your p-chart appear too narrow for your data? Does your process appear unstable? The p-prime chart has wider control limits more suited to a sample size with greater variation. P-prime charts will give you a more accurate view of the stability of your process. Let's talk about the methods of creating a p-prime chart using QI macros. Method number 1, a quick p-prime chart.
Well, hi, this is Jay Arthur, author of Lean Six Sigma for Hospitals and the QI macros. We're looking at how many members we manage by phone every month. And you can see here we have a very large denominator. And so we could actually go in and say we only call these people once per customer. If we try to do a p-chart on that, we end up with a very odd looking p-chart, right? Everything's out of control. Now, one of the things we can do when the denominators are very large is we might choose to use the Laney p-prime chart version of this. And the p-prime chart will take into account the larger denominators. It'll go ahead and calculate correct limits for these larger denominators. And you can see up here on the corner of your chart, we have p-prime, false, and true. So even if you run a p-prime chart and it looks a little odd, if you type in true, it'll redo the limits for the Laney p-prime chart. So that's how we do a p-prime chart in the QI macros.
Method number 2, a p-prime chart template. Use the template for ongoing data collection. Charts populate automatically as you enter data. Save the template and add more data as you collect it. Find the p-prime chart template in the Control Chart Templates section of the QI Macros menu under Attribute. Let's select the p-chart. The template opens to a worksheet of instructions containing free training resources. There are different types of p-chart templates. Click the links in the instruction sheet to learn more about them. Select the p-prime chart template. Simply type or paste your data into the input area. As you enter data, the chart populates automatically. Click the Filter Unfilter button to filter out any blank rows in your data. You can toggle between a p-chart and a p-prime chart by entering either true or false in this field. Entering false will revise your control chart limits to show you a p-chart. Entering true will revise your control chart limits to show you a p-prime chart. You can see in this example that the p-prime chart is more appropriate for this data set. Change the number in the multiplier field to adjust your y-axis. Be sure to save your template with a unique and meaningful file name to continue adding data to it in the future. So that's it. What did we learn? P-prime charts use attribute data with a varying sample size. They are ideal if your sample size varies greatly, and they can be created in QI macros using 2 methods, a quick chart or a template. Thanks for watching.